In the previous video, we've discussed blue light, melatonin, how we should sleep and how long we should sleep, and what we need to do to make this better. In this video, we're going to talk about circadian rhythm. We're going to talk about tricks and tips on better sleeping. And we're going to talk about apps to implement and to improve your sleep. Let's dive right in. First thing we need to know is about your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm, also known as your body clock, is a clock. Yeah, you can see it as a clock about night and day. It really gives you a rhythm about it. It tells you when you're sleepy, when you have your energy spikes, and when you want to take a nap. After you've done that, we need to know about the sleep cycles. We've talked about the last video about the light sleep, about deep sleep, and about the REM sleep. We have learned that we need to that we wake up in the light sleep phase to not get disorientated or wake up cranky. So this light sleeping phase is key. Here are certain apps for. First app I want to introduce you to is Sleeping for Android. Android Asleep. Sleep as Android. And on Apple I think it's called Sleep Alarm Clock or something like that. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description for this. But what this does, it lets you set an alarm, and the alarm will give you a period of time, for example 30 minutes. So your alarm can go between 5:30 and 6 a.m. And what it does is it tracks your sleep cycles. So whenever you're in the light sleeping phase, and because it goes in phases like we discussed in the last video, I'll recap it shortly. We have the first light sleep, then we have the deep sleeping phase, then we have the REM sleeping phase. In these last two sleeping phases, the deep sleep and the REM sleep phase, we don't want to wake up. We want to wake up in the light sleeping phase. So the light sleeping phase is very important and it's cyclical. So after you've done your REM sleep, you get back to your light sleep. And this keeps building. So this app tracks actually when you're in the best time to wake up in the light sleeping phase. And then the alarm goes off, so you wake up less groggy. So this is really key. So you only have to put it next to your alarm. And again, the app is called Sleep as Android. And what it also does, it makes you record your noises if you sleep talk, if you if you snore, anything. It also gives you insight about how you sleep and your analytics. Next we need to discuss another app. It's called Flux. It's all about blocking the blue light, because in the last video we learned that we need blue light to wake up, and we don't need a blue light when we need to sleep. This was all related to the hormone called melatonin. That was the first video. You should know that by now. So what it does, after a certain period of time, when the sun goes down for example, it blocks the blue light on your screen, which helps you sleep way better, because we know that when the blue light is blocked, melatonin gets produced and we feel sleepy, tired, and we sleep better. So that's great for the laptop. On the mobile, on Android it's called Twilight, and on the Apple I'm not sure, but I'll leave a link in the description. I think it's called Sleep Well, something like that. But this does exactly the same on your mobile phone. What it also helps to do is to limit your screen brightness. If your screen is on its lowest brightness, you can even lower it further. Even though this doesn't actually relate a lot to sleep, it helped me a lot. So these are the apps you should definitely implement. So we have Flux, Sleep as Android, both for Apple, I don't know, I need to look at them. And we had Flux, Twilight, and Sleep as Android. And those are all the phases. All the apps. Next I want to talk about just sleep debt. Whenever we sleep really bad, we don't sleep enough, we get the sleep debt. This is not a problem if you sleep bad for a few days or even a few weeks. But when you go to look at the months and years, it really messes you up. And scientists aren't even sure, or researchers aren't even sure, if it's reversible. Because chances are high that you can get brain damage, which is irreversible. They're not included, but they're not really sure about this. And also after a while, you don't even notice that you're performing less. So the people who tell you like, I can sleep for 5-6 hours, they probably don't even notice how badly they perform. There are cases where there's an adaptation in the gene and they actually are able to sleep deeper, so their deep sleep and the REM phase are longer, which makes them sleep less long. But this is an adaptation and only a few people have this. I also wanted to talk about the importance of sleeping earlier, or at least when the sun goes down, don't stay awake for the next couple of 7-8 hours. Because whenever you wake up, the sun's already rise. Next thing I want to talk about is about when to go to bed. It's probably better for you to go to bed earlier. This is all to do with your circadian rhythm, and you get the full benefits of the blue light when you wake up and blue light when you go to bed. So it helps a lot to go to bed when the sun goes down and rise when the sun goes up. Obviously this fluctuates and you need to do your own research. I also want to talk about when you go to bed. You probably should go to bed earlier. So you shouldn't be awake 6-7 hours after the sun has went down. Because this is all to do with your circadian rhythm and the blue light. You will get your full benefits of your blue light if you go to bed when the sun goes down and wake up when the sun goes up. Obviously you need to do your own research depending on where you live. But going to bed earlier most of the time and rising earlier will most likely help. You need to persevere because there's probably a new habit, but this will probably help. Next on a couple of tips. The first tip is limit your caffeine consumption. Caffeine stays in your body for 4 to 6 hours. So at least 6 hours before you go to bed, stop your consumption completely. I know it's easy and it helps, but you should at least 6 hours before you go to bed limit your caffeine consumption. The next one is your body temperature. Actually, when you go to bed and you sleep, your body cools. And you sleep better when your body is cooler, you sleep deeper, you have better REM sleep. So you should actually not have your central heating really warm in your room. You should stay in a warm. You should sleep in a cold room. The ideal temperature on average is 19 degrees Celsius. So you really have to limit your temperature, or up it, depending on the area where you live. A really great exercise for this is start off with showering hot in the evening and end off really, really cold. This again cools down your body and makes you sleep way better. Even though it gives you a spike in energy the first 5 to 10 minutes, after that you get a dip and you sleep really nicely. And the last tip I want to give you, what you eat and what you drink before you go to bed. You should at least 2 hours before you go to bed, you should at least stop your consumption of water and food completely. Obviously when you go to bed you don't want to go to the bathroom in the night, and you also don't want your body to process any other food during the night. Yeah, and another little bonus tip is about putting your phone in airplane mode, obviously, so you don't get the transmission into your head when you sleep. And the big one is to just shut down your phone at least a half hour before you go to bed. That way your mind becomes a little bit quieter, and that makes you sleep better. Alright, that was the last bonus tip. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, if you learned something, please like, comment, subscribe, and help us grow the channel. Help me grow the channel. Alright, that will be all. Hope you enjoyed it. This was Colin from World Class Wisdom, and I wish you an amazing day. Peace.